Harry's been finally warned to, well, quite frankly, drop it if he wants to have any chance, well, of anything inside his former family. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for your time today, and welcome one and all brand new subscribers. You know the thing, by the way, can I just ask, we're coming up to bonfire night over here in the United Kingdom, and I wanted to ask the question, do you still celebrate it? And more importantly, think about it. When we were young, you used to go around it with a guy, or, you know, you penny for the guy, and you'd do something outside a shop with a wonderful thing in a wheelbarrow or something. You see very, very little of that. And I wondered, and I thought I'd ask you the question, is this because of now the fear of, you know, even just sending children out on their own? Would you, dare you, all of that sort of stuff? It's a totally different world. And when you think, well, it's like carol singing, isn't it? We all used to go door to door, hoping to pick up some sweets and a few pennies and stuff like that. Now you wouldn't dare do it, would you? There lies your problem. Do you know what I'm saying? Absolutely. Let me know though, would you still be going out or trick-or-treating Halloween? Did you do any of that? Or is it now too dangerous? I know my thoughts on that, and I'm sure you already know. Absolutely. Let's of course get back to your royal story of the day. Prince Harry does nothing but moan, in my opinion. I mean, he's just literally an entitled person with not much to do to fill his days. I mean, clearly Meghan Markle, as we know, is too busy putting white labels on, you know, champagne, pots of jam, marmalade, you name it, she's busy doing it, right? What I find fascinating, I don't know about you, is the fact that Meghan herself clearly is going in a totally different direction to Harry. Their marriage lines are, well, not in sync anymore, seemingly because Meghan herself believes that she's got something to offer the world as an entrepreneur, that sort of thing. Now, moving forward, what's interesting, following the sort of absolute mess and shambles of Prince Andrew, His Majesty the King, and of course the Prince and Princess of Wales, it does tarnish the image, let me tell you, chums, whatever people think, it tarnishes the image of the monarchy, because now there's this big disgrace hanging over the monarchy. But of course, there's a bigger disgrace that keeps poking the barrel, as it were, over in the land of Montecito. If you remember, a couple of months back, Harry, when he famously lost his latest round of court cases regarding his security, decided once again to poke the barrel and say, well, you know, his father could step in and solve the problem. You know, that's the thing. You see, Harry still believes that it's totally unsafe to come back over here to bring his children, the children that nobody's ever really seen apart from the snatchers on that now video, and more importantly, you know, to come and see the family. As I told you, when he came back over to see His Majesty the King, there were a couple of pictures. But what does that mean really to anybody in a family? If you don't know them, you don't know them, right? Now, here's where this gets really twisted and interesting, because Harry, as many people know, is still pushing ahead, trying to get that VIP security, right? And this real reason is, you know, as many people know, it costs a lot of money to have 24/7 security. And without a visible income now from something like a mega deal of Spotify or Netflix. And Netflix and stuff, as I've told you, people keep banishing around this 100 million deal. Nobody gave them 100 million. It was on, here's your signing on fee, and then this is the deal of what you've made. They were utter disasters, everything from the cooking show to the, you know, polo show. It didn't make money. So where people get the fact that, oh, they're loaded from Netflix is an absolute farce. They're not poor, Harry and Meghan, they're simply not poor. But what they do like, and we've seen this with Meghan Markle time and time again, whether she's over in Paris, whether she's on Broadway going to see Gypsy, she loves the 4x4s, the glitz, the lights, the glamour, the whole point of being a A-list celebrity, even though nobody cares and nobody was outside the theatre when she went to see Gypsy, or indeed waiting outside afterwards. Paparazzis used to take pictures of her. I've been told from excellent contacts that they simply don't sell because she doesn't integrate with them. She won't come over. She won't smile. She just does the hand wave and jumps in the car. It doesn't really make that much money for the paparazzi. But Harry is now being told, after the debacle of Prince Andrew, to drop all plans to push ahead with more demands for security. And this is from an excellent source, and this also comes from a great contact inside the Home Office. And this is simply because, as the monarchy realises, and more importantly, the Prince and Princess of Wales, well, they know the British public won't put up with this any longer. The demands from the public for the royals are really at simmering, boiling point. And Harry, thousands of miles away, over in Montecito, claiming he needs this protection when people are struggling with the cost of living crisis, losing their jobs, and the Republican side of things hotting up. They know they can't take any more chances. I've been told the next thing on the agenda will be to strike that out once and for all, and a very strong message to Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Seems that their days of feeling secure, particularly from this side of the pond, could well and truly be over. Neil Sean in the very heart of the United Kingdom.